Honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Achakdash. Double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles, the elder bishops of Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. Peace, salutations, and blessings unto the hopeful elect of the house of Israel. Through the Spirit, I can tell it's going to be a quick lesson, but Lord willing, this will be edifying, straight to the point. And as the title tells, the word healeth us. This word healeth us. Okay? So it says here, in Wisdom of Solomon, 16 and 12, for it was neither herbs nor mollifying plasters that restored them to health, but thy word, O Lord, which healeth all things. Okay? And again, you have to understand that Yahushai is the living embodiment of the word. So if you want health, you need Yahushai. If it's on the spiritual term, on the spiritual side of things, mental side of things, physical side of things, it's the word that heals us. Okay? Okay, you can't go to Isa Edom for health because he's a physician of no value. Okay? He will appease the ailment, he will appease the pain, okay? But you'll never really truly be healed. Okay? True healing comes from the word, comes from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay? It says here, just to prove. It says here in no, it's not that one. I think it's John 1. It says here in John 1, and I'll start at 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with the Most High, and the Word was a power. Okay? In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with the Most High, and the Word was a power. The same was the beginning, so like the same was in the beginning with the Most High. All things were made by him, and without him was nothing. So like all things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. Okay, so it said the word, okay, the word with the capital W. Okay, the word in the beginning was the word, and the word was was with the Most High, and the word was a power. Okay, the same was in the beginning with the Most High. All things were made by him. That's why you know that it's an individual. No, it's an entity. The word is an entity, and Yahushua is the entity. Okay? It says here, made flesh. Let me see. I believe it's in the same chapter, but I want to go straight to the point. Okay, yeah, verse 14, it reads, and the word, Yahushua, and the word was made flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory, the glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. Okay? It says here, I believe there's another one that proves that Yahushua is the word. Okay? It says here in Revelation 19. 10. Is it here? No. No, that's not it. It says something else. Okay. But then let me see. So yeah, Yahushua is that word. Yahushua is the word, okay, made life, made flesh. Okay? Yahushua is the word made flesh. And again, as I started the video, is the word that makes us whole. It says here, whole head sick. It says here in Isaiah 1, and I'll start at I believe 4. Yeah. It says here, Isaiah 1 and 3, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider. So that's a sickness of the mind, to not even know who created you, okay, who established you. To not know the Most High is a sickness of the mind, okay? Okay, because again it says, if you depart from this truth, you will be remain in the congregation of the dead. If you're dead, you're not alive, you're sick, okay? You see? It says here, verse 4, a sinful nation of people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord. Okay, that's how they're sick. Okay, the way that they live, and the fact that they forsook the Lord. Our people forsook the Lord, and that's how they're sick. That's why they're in the state that they're in today. Okay, I watched the video of Elder Manata Zakba yesterday. The people are through, bro. They can't even read. They can't even read proper English. Okay, you see, this generation is going downhill, man. Okay, these people are through, man. Okay, the young population, the next generation, they're not even able to read. Uh, they're not even able to read, man. It's a sad thing to say. And again, that person that was making that video, um, he was going around asking Jakes, okay, to read certain sentences. Okay, people couldn't even read certain words like extenuate, or words like I don't remember all these words, but this, you read it, you should be able to read it, especially like they weren't young people, man. They were old people, like, about to go to the club, 18-year-olds in their 20s, okay, in their early 20s, not even able to properly read, okay. So you see, so that's the sickness of the mind, man. Okay, it says here, a sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters, they have forsaken the Lord. That's the ultimate sickness, man. They have provoked the Holy One. As it says, the fool has said in his heart, there is no God, there is no power. That's the ultimate sickness of the mind, because there is a creator. Okay, that's as if saying 1 plus 1 is not 2. Okay, 1 plus 1 is 3, and you're steadfast in that belief of yours, which is really madness. Okay, they have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They have gone away backwards. Why should ye be stricken any more? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart faint. Okay, so how can you come? Uh, so you understand, that's the diagnosis. The fact that you've uh, departed from the Lord, departed from your culture, departed from your ways. You refuse to turn back to the Lord. That's the problem. Okay, that's the problem. And how can you? What's the remedy? What's the remedy for this problem, from this sickness? Okay, it's to turn back to the Lord the right way, by following Yahweh Shai, the Word. Okay, because through that Word you will gain that health. Okay, you see, it says here. Let me see. Select it. Trying to find the precept where it says a wholeness of mind, but I can't find the proper word. It's not this one. Oh. Let me see. Bear with me. Babu Kasha. It says here in Sirach 39, Sirach 38, and I'll start at 1. Honor a physician with the honor due unto him, for the use which ye might have of him, for the Lord had created him. Honor the physician. Okay? So as I mentioned, yeah, you have a serious health issue. If you have serious health issues, go to Isa, but pray first. You turn to the Lord first, then you go to Isa to handle your business. Okay? Honor the physician. Okay? You still have to, you're still in this flesh. We're still here. Okay? So you're not just gonna patiently rot away and wait for death. Okay? When you could go check, you can go see Isa and get your situation fixed. But again, it starts with you having the right mindset to turn to the Father first and pray that your situation improves. Okay? And it says here, for of the Most High cometh healing. If you want to be healed physically, spiritually, mentally, it starts with turning to the Lord first. Okay? For of the Most High cometh healing, and he shall receive honor of the King. Okay, so yeah, you go to the physician, but healing comes from the Lord. Okay, if the Lord wants, because again, the issues of life and death come from the Lord. Okay, so if the Lord wants you to die, wants you to stay sick, you'll remain sick. Okay. Oh yeah, it says here in blood is a good example. It says here in Mark 5, and I'll start at 25. And a certain woman which had an issue of blood 12 years, and had suffered many things of many physicians, okay, and had spent all that she had, and was nothing bettered, but rather grew worse. So she had, for 12 years, she was going to physicians, okay, trying to improve her condition. Okay, you see, for 12 years nothing happened, but she kept getting worse and worse and worse. Okay, she spent all her money, and now she's through in a worse state than in the beginning. Okay, but then it says here, when she had heard of Yahweh Shai, the word, okay, the walking embodiment of the word of Yahweh, came in the press behind and touched his garment. Okay, so what happened? For she said, if I may touch but his clothes, I shall be whole, meaning healed. So she's, for 12 years, imagine the mentality. For 12 years, this woman was catching hell. Okay, she had bodily plague. She had a bodily plague. Okay, the Lord sent a plague upon her. Okay, she couldn't be healed going to the physicians. The physicians had no answers for her. Okay, her state was growing worse and worse and worse by the day. But she saw Yahweh Shai. She said, if I can only touch his garment, I'll be whole. Okay, imagine that. You go see doctors, you go see physicians, you go to the highest the most established places of health, okay, of medicine, and they have no answer for you. But I'm gonna go and touch this guy's garment. I'm gonna touch this guy's clothing, and I'll be healed. The Lord is out there. The Lord is, from the Lord cometh healing. Okay, it says here, and straightway, it says here, and straightway the fountain of her blood was dried up, and she felt her body that was healed of that plague. Okay, and straightway the fountain of her blood was dried up, and she felt in her body that she was healed of that plague. She didn't have to go get a diagnosis. Okay, she didn't need to get an approval from a doctor to say that you're okay. She felt it. The power, the spirit healed it instantly. Okay, if you want healing, you need to get close to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai through the word and through the application of this knowledge. That is how you're going to come to health, to the wholeness of mind. Okay, understanding who you are, understanding who your power is, and how to serve him in truth and the spirit the right way. That's how you're going to come to the fullness, the wholeness of mind. Okay, this is how you can really come to life. Okay, to really living. Okay, it says here, and so yeah, that's the point. Okay, So that was the point. Yahweh, she had faith, okay, and it's as soon as she touched that Yahweh Shai's garment, she was healed instantly. She felt it in the spirit. You see, okay. So in a sense, the same instance as that woman, we have to have that mindset if you want to be healed mentally, physically, spiritually. Okay, you have bodily ailments. Okay, you have demons that you're fighting. Okay, you have to get closer to Yahweh Shai. You have to cleave unto Yahweh Shai. Okay, because it's through Him that you'll be able to fight off these plagues. Okay, because again, they're a sent of the Lord to see how you're gonna maneuver. Everything is a test. This is our trial ground, man. This is our this experience we call life is really a test to see if we're gonna fold to the ways of the world or if we're gonna remain steadfast unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So whatever you're going through is an opportunity for you to turn to the Lord and seek Him even more. Okay. There was another precept. Let me see. Mark 7. Let me see if it was 7. It was 7 or 6 near the end. No, 6. Okay, Mark 6 and it says here, Mark 6 and 53, and when they had passed over, they came into the land of Gennesaret and drew to the shore. And when they were come out of the ship, straightway they knew him, and ran through the whole region across about Salakia, and ran through the whole region round about, and began to carry about in bed those that were sick, where they heard he was. Okay, so all over wherever they heard that Yahushua was, they brought the sickly, those that were possessed with demons. They brought them to Yahushua because what? They understood for that person to be healed. Okay, and it's not like there wasn't no physician in that place, but they knew that Yahushua had power. They understood that Yahushua, by going to Yahushua, these individuals would have been healed automatically. Okay, it says here because they understood that Yahushua had power, man. Okay, even if they didn't have faith, some of them might not have a faith, but they understood that Yahushua was the person to go to. Okay, so in a sense, they had faith in that instance. They might not believe that Yahushua was the Messiah, okay, but they understood that going to Yahushua would have got these people healed. Okay, so it says here, and whithersoever he entered, and whithersoever he entered into the villages or cities or countries, they laid the sick in the streets and besought him that they might touch, if it were but the border of his garment, and as many as touched him were made whole. Okay, so just touching Yahushua would have cured you from whatever ailment that you had. Okay, you see, so again, proving the point that the word gives life. The word that I speak unto you, this is life. Okay, and health. Okay, this is our health. Okay, beyond the food that we eat, beyond the exercise that we do, this is our health. Okay, because you can eat the best foods you want, you can exercise how much you want, but if you're not close to Yahushua, close to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, through the words, through the teachings, okay, through this understanding, you're in the congregation of the dead. Okay, so the closer you are unto Yahushua, the healthier you are. Okay, and that's against evil demons. Okay, the evil spirits. Okay, that's against illnesses or things of that nature. Okay, and of course we understand even Paul. Okay, a man that was nigh unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. He had a plague. Okay, he prayed unto the Lord, but the Lord said, no, my grace is sufficient for you. So the cases may vary. The Lord may put you in a situation to keep you humble. Okay, but regardless, you still have to retain your integrity in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and the spiritual health is really what we're striving for, because that's the health that will enable us to inherit life everlasting. Okay, the physical health is good, The physical health is good, the mental health is good, but the spiritual health is the one that you should seek above all. Okay? Because that's the health that's gonna lead you to life everlasting. Okay? Through your faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. So again, Yahweh, yeah, it's like it. So then the word being Yahweh Shai, the living embodiment of the word is the way for us to attain soundness of mind. Here we go, soundness of mind. Let me bring it up. That's the word that I was seeking for. Soundness. I'm gonna end it with that. Here we go. It says here, 2 Timothy 1 and 3, for the Most High had not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and love and of a sound mind. The Lord has gave us a healthy mind. Okay, let's get that in the NLT. See what it says. Okay, it says here. It says self-discipline. Let's see, NIV. It says self-discipline again. Yeah, that's not what we're looking for. So I guess the King James is the best version. So I'll just bring it out again. Yeah, it says here, 2 Timothy 1 and 3, for the Most High had not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind, healthy mind. Okay? And how can you obtain that healthy mind? Is through that knowledge. Okay? Through this understanding. Again, knowing who your power is, knowing who you are, and how to serve Him effectively. What is your purpose? If you don't know your purpose, you're not gonna, how can you be whole? How can you be complete if you don't know why are you on this earth? What is your whole goal? The purpose of you walking about these streets, waking up in the morning. Okay? That comes with us serving the Lord in truth and sincerity. That wholeness, that fullness, that soundness of mind, okay, that health, it comes from us serving Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and drawing nigh unto Him. Okay? And as it says, as it was in your mind to go astray from the Lord, seek Him 10 times more. We should want and strive to get closer and closer and closer unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai each and every day. Okay? And become more and more like unto Yahushai. Okay? You see, so Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson, straight to the point. Until next lesson, shalom, 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 Shabbat shalom. I'd like to give all honor, praise, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem HaKadosh. Double honors to my teachers, the elder apostles, and elder bishops of Great Millstone, teaching and ruling well. Peace, salutations, and blessings unto the hopeful elect. Shalom, shalom, shalom.